entrepreneurs and to support technology. Here in Rwanda, for instance, if you take just the Kigali Innovation City, it's an amazing project that's spearheaded by the government of Rwanda with a very clear vision, ambitious goals, environments such as Norscan and other tech hubs and tech startups make it much easier, I think, for entrepreneurs to actually get started, get the support they need, the community they need. And maybe the last point I will mention has to do with education. So you do have an emphasis on supporting from the ground up, from high school level, through college and even graduate programs, the emergence of entrepreneurial leaders of entrepreneurs. I'll sing for the praises of my own university. The whole mission of the African Leadership University is to develop ethical entrepreneurial leaders. I think that kind of emphasis on making sure that we have the right competencies and the right attitudes toward reforming the business environment and developing it is something that is new and that's exciting about the region right now.
If you have anything, please.
Maybe I can add in that, like, the 7 years that I've been in Uganda, one thing I've really noticed about East Africa when I'm traveling throughout is the entrepreneurial mindset. Like, it's contagious here. I think almost everyone has it. Yeah, I mean, and it drives me forward. It drives so many other people forward. So that's amazing to see. And we have recruited from ALU before, and just even with the students that we've recruited, you can also just tell, like, it's just like it's very noticeable and it's contagious, as I mentioned before. So definitely see that in East Africa here.
Fantastic. And maybe then jumping from this particular point to actually hear about the experience of entrepreneurs. Cassie, I'd like to start with you. So can you tell us a bit more in depth your own entrepreneurial journey and what has been, what worked well, what didn't work, what roadblocks as well you faced, how you overcame those ones, and I mean, anything you want to highlight specifically about your own journey as a witness of the entrepreneurial ecosystem here.
Thank you so much, David. My journey is long, but I'll try to mention key things. I think for me, the journey has been encouraging, I'll say, because I think the biggest thing for entrepreneurs, especially for people like me who decided to do that while studying, which was a very big risk, which my parents still ask me about, is the support. Being able to have an environment and institutions, especially like ALU, the university, but also other incubator programs that are ready to support you. So it was, for us, it was really encouraging to be able to have an idea and not have to wait until we feel like we know everything to start. So in an environment where we are, especially for Rwanda, we have a lot of programs that are supporting young people to have their ideas, to believe in their ideas, and to seek for advices and to seek for programs that will train them on how to best do it so that they know how to have the numbers straight and the different documents that they need, but at the same time encourage them to look for impact. So most of the times when we started with us in Ikamba, we wanted so many things at the same time. We wanted to make sure that we're doing a business that can impact the communities, but at the same time create really high quality products, but at the same time be affordable. We wanted so many things that we didn't know exactly how they would work. But we would seek guidance from our facilitators at ALU. We would seek guidance from people who have already started it, and the people were encouraging, and they would give training programs. I remember there's an incubator program that we were part of. It was called Lift Her Up by Gate Consulting. And one of the issues, I'll give that as an example to explain, we wanted to impact communities like I mentioned. And our thought at first was, okay, we're going to make business, have money, and then give a certain percentage of our profits to a certain vulnerable community. But the training program was like, okay, that's a great idea. We understand you want to impact the community like that, but a more sustainable way to do that is to now rather employ those people and have them have a more sustainable impact. Instead of just giving them a certain percentage and then you're helping them for maybe a few months and then you don't know how that's going to go afterwards. So it was a really highlighting moment for us to be able to have programs that are ready to take us in, ready to impact us, not necessarily requiring us to pay a huge amount of tuition for that, but at the same time inspire us to know, okay, you have a great idea, you have a great intention to want to impact your community, but this is the best way to do it, the more sustainable way to do it, and that has really impacted us to know how to have great ideas, but also think about impact. Don't just think about wanting to have a really nice product, but that's it. So think about the product, think about a more sustainable impact, and how that's going to go with the years and how you're working. So that so far would be the example that I'll give with our experience. And also more that I would say would be that there has been a lot of pitches, or for example, I'll talk about the Hanga Pitch Festival. That's specifically on tech, but it's a bunch of programs that tell you, you know what, if you have an idea, come pitch it. You don't have to have everything ready, but just you have your idea and you have your passion, and you don't have to wait until you have everything ready. And so that's what I would say around Roundup in particular. They were really supportive. They were really supportive of entrepreneurs, depending on different different sectors, especially as textile. And so being there and being supported just makes it easy for people to take the risk and be able to try it. And then from there, the guidance will come from the institutions that you're in, the jobs that you're applying to. So for example, people who have jobs like me, then you're learning from the job that you're doing, you're implementing that in your business so that you can keep growing. So the ecosystem here, I would say, is encouraging, and it's also really it's really paying attention to people. So when they start seeing that there is a trend in a certain sector that the people are going in, they will invest money, they will invest people to train you, they will invest incentives to make sure that they can support you, and you're leading with guidance and passion at the same time. That's what I'll take from my experience. Thank you.